Welcome back to Unraveled. My name is Alex.
I'm Olivia.
What is going on,
You
everyone?
didn't introduce Mushroom.
This is Mushroom sitting
if you're
right
watching,
next to us.
If you're not watching, you're missing the cutest thing on the internet.
Yeah.
And in real life, but
Olivia's feet. That's what you're missing,
no,
guys.
they're covered today. They're socked.
Yeah, we're back. Welcome back to another week of
Us.
insanity.
Just another week of us.
Just slowly becoming, just pulling our hair out.
No, that's one I don't touch. I'm more of a nail biter. I spend a lot of money on keeping my hair growing.
Oh, all right. Well,
that phrase is not made for women. That phrase must be. That's why men are balding everywhere.
yeah.
It must be what you guys do.
Because you guys make us want to. Honestly, you know what's funny is when a woman pisses you guys off, you pull their hair.
Yeah.
And when you piss us off, we pull our hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to be a woman. You get to pull other women's hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's the dream.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Sometimes after we argue, I get so mad I pull my own hoops out too.
No, you take them off like a lady. I've seen you do it. You think I'm not watching?
No, I rip them out and I call myself puta and I spit on myself.
On yourself?
On my face.
How do you spit on your own face?
Just go with it. Yes, and.
I sound like the idiot if I just let you believe that you can spit on your own. Although, have you ever tried to spit out of a car window and it gets like...
And you spit on yourself?
Like, it doesn't even make it. It just like...
It's
you? Like in your ear.
Uh-huh. One time, one of my uncles was driving and he threw a cigarette out the window and it blew across the front of the windshield and it sucked in the other window. And it went right past my sister's face, and it sucked into his ear, and it burned the inside of his ear.
This feels made up.
No, it's
this feels like a story they tell you to not litter.
Yeah, no, it's a true story.
Like, I got told a story that somebody got sucked out of an airplane toilet, and their butt was just hanging out in the open skies.
That's possible, too, I
guess. Don't think it is.
But this happened to... I was in the back seat. You tell me how the cigarette ended up in his right ear.
Our dog's being extra needy today. We don't know what he wants or needs, but
oh well.
Speak to the people. You have anything to say? We did teach him to speak, and it's honestly been a fucking nightmare. You guys.
Yeah. Oh, because he needed help talking.
I know. Well, now he knows. Now he knows what to call it.
The two little things in my life don't need any help squawking at me.
Hey. Tell him to fuck off.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. This is a fun one. Okay. Woman finds ex-boyfriend living in her loft 12 years after they broke up.
Oh.
This is the dream, right?
Wait, is this a loft like she had like a loft downtown, like a different apartment? Or like a lofted...
The photo shows like...
But that's a stock photo.
Here, I will read the... How about you just fucking keep your...
I'm curious.
Keep your ants in your pants. Huh? Do people say that?
Why don't you keep your dick in your pants, okay?
I have to.
What do we got?
After I was cited. Tracy had broken up with the ex-boyfriend 12 years earlier, and while the pair had exchanged letters in that time, she never considered getting back together with him. She was horrified after discovering more than a decade had passed since she'd broken up with the man who was living in her attic. The mother of 5,
whoa,
identified only by her first name, Tracy, recalled hearing a thump from the loft of her home in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and seeing nails falling from the ceiling of the bedroom. In the early hours of the morning, she felt something just ain't right, she said at the time. Tracy thought there was some poltergeist stuff going on.
Of course she did.
But was far more horrified by what she actually found. She was like, damn, I wish that was a ghost. It was just Greg.
Well, there was that story recently of the babysitter who the child they were babysitting said there was a monster under the bed, and she looked under the bed and there was a man under the...
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I think through all of history, the monster in my bedroom has always just been a man.
A pedophile?
Either the neighbor, Uncle Greg, somebody is... in my closet.
That's funny.
How come monsters are always in the closet? That seems wrong.
A lot of gay monsters around here.
A lot of gay monsters.
Well, here, hold on. It turns out it wasn't a ghoul. It was her ex-partner who had been spending the last 2 weeks living in her attic after being released from prison.
Oh.
So he wasn't there the whole time. They broke up. He apparently went to prison and then went back to living in her place.
Okay, respect.
It just says
Where was this at?
Somewhere in South Carolina.
Hey, Brady, where you going to go when you get out? Oh, man, I'm going to go stay at my ex's. Oh, is she cool with you coming there? Yeah, she got a couple kids, but there's room for me upstairs.
It's real noisy. It's nice.
Yeah, there's some construction damage and shit, but
it says Tracy.
The nails fall from the ceiling when you walk around. It's a real shithole, but
that is crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Tracy had been in contact with a former partner while he was in prison, exchanging letters in which he claimed to have changed, but she'd never considered getting back together. She'd believed he had returned to Charlotte, North Carolina. So no, she was in South Carolina. After his most recent arrest. It was Tracy's adult sons and her she's got like 6 grown men living in this house too. They're adult sons.
Yeah.
And her nephew, who discovered the unwelcome guest cowering at the back of the attic. No, that is their real house.
It's the attic, yeah. Okay.
They found a man. He had packed all the old coats and jackets into the heating unit and was sleeping in the heating unit.
Whoa.
When he was rumbled.
Just be homeless. Now you're going back to jail.
And South Carolina's not that cold.
No. Yeah,
when he was rumbled, the ex-boyfriend ran out of the house before police arrived.
Well, it's...
Oh, he had been using large cups to relieve himself. Is this anywhere near that article about those gallons?
Yeah.
This is this guy.
No, that's just a different person with nowhere to live.
He had also rigged the ceiling vents so he was able to look down on his ex from the attic.
Oh,
God.
Come on. I mean, squatting in my attic is one thing, but jerking off to me, that's another. I deserve better.
Yeah.
I am a homeowner now.
Ew, and also, was she like fucking somebody else in this bed?
Who knows?
It says the only way the attic could be accessed is through a door inside the home. It's in a hallway that's connected to her kids' bedrooms.
You know what?
Now, again, these could be fucking 28-year-old men named...
Especially in that part of the world, if they're all in high school, they might all just be football players, and they might be a bunch of big-ass kids anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, who knows?
Honestly, the truth is, when there's 4 teenage men involved, you don't want to fuck with them.
I mean, I don't actually know that they're all boys, but it said her adult sons.
Yeah, but there was also a nephew there.
Yeah.
And 2 men.
I get the feeling a lot of people are staying there a lot.
But even teenagers, they might not be as physically capable as grown men are.
I would argue they're not mentally as capable.
I would say they're mentally deficient, which means they're more capable of craziness.
Yeah, they're like crackheads.
Yeah, they are crackheads. They're like little pussy addicts, just running around, stealing copper wire and trying to
pay for roses to get some pussy.
Trying to get pussy in dumpsters and things. It's weird. They're like little vagina addicts.
It's crazy.
Just running around your house, relieving themselves in your attic. It's weird.
It's 2 weeks, huh?
Yeah.
Also, was it not a working heater? Would he not catch fire?
They dated more than 10 years ago. She's got adult. So these kids might have been like, that's Gary.
They might be his.
I think it would have told us.
Probably, but...
It would have told us if they were his, but...
Crazy.
You're probably sitting there like, I know him.
I know him. He's in our Christmas photos. Anyway, who knows what happened if fucking Tracy's family and how long he jerked off to her in the attic before he was found, but creepy and weird.
Real weird.
And also, if you hear weird noises, it might actually be someone under the bed or in the attic, as things are proving to us.
Yeah, sometimes it is a problem.
Sometimes it is a predator.
Yeah.
All right, kiss the dog on your own time. What else you got for me?
I'm going to take it back to my home state of Nevada for this one real quick.
Okay. Let me guess. Is it a story about coke?
No.
Prostitutes.
This guy's probably had some coke and prostitutes.
Okay.
I don't think you get where he's at without some coke and prostitute action.
Is he a DJ?
Oh, he should be.
He was at one point.
A Nevada man is speaking out in hopes that authorities will return several tigers he says he depends on for emotional support.
My kind of guy. Is this guy Mike Tyson by chance?
No. This guy is Carl Mitchell of Pahrump, Nevada.
Of course he is.
You know what I was thinking about is so funny? I might even write a joke about this, but how funny is it that in Nevada, you have to you can only have prostitution in counties with less than 2,000 people.
Okay.
I would argue the most dangerous counties and the least profitable counties to be a prostitute.
And also, you're allowed to have tigers, but not prostitutes.
No, in this county, in Pahrump, they have prostitutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the closest.
Oh, God.
But the funny
all
thing
this
is,
time we've been 45 minutes away from prostitution.
yeah, you can get there.
I've been to Pahrump a few times. I haven't wanted to fuck anyone there I've seen.
You're literally...
So unless they don't let them out.
You can have emotional support tigers, but the prostitutes, they need to stay in that building over there.
Yeah. They can't be let on airlines.
How dangerous for these prostitutes. They have to live where meth heads own tigers. They can't just go to Las Vegas.
To work, baby.
Yeah. Well, you go down to Vegas, you make a lot more money too. You're out just blowing truckers for $20, dodging tigers.
Yeah, it's wild out there.
We should probably take the prostitution to where there's more people. No?
I mean, yeah,
it's just
probably. And the tigers.
Carl Mitchell of Pahrump bonded out of jail Wednesday night and is back home. He and his tigers have made headlines for decades. I don't know for what, though.
Wait, he was in jail for the tigers?
Yeah, he ended up... They're relocating Mitchell's tigers, including those named Mufasa and Diva, to a sanctuary.
All right, this basic bitch.
They are his emotional support animals, helping him through PTSD. I've been working with animals of every description for many, many, many years, and I found a significant bond with tigers that was different from lions.
What do you do with all the lions he had?
Just a couple dead lions in Pahrump somewhere. They seized them. Their investigation into Mitchell was sped up by an eviction dispute. The owner of the land, Roberta Wynn, is the niece of the land's deceased former owner, locally known as Ray Flagman Milzinski.
Oh, God, when you got a flagman in the middle.
What's your landlord? Oh, my landlord, the Flagman. We call him the Flagman.
And also, what kind of flag?
Yeah, what flag on the play?
What kind of flag you flying?
Wynn said she'd given Mitchell over a year to move out so she could sell the land and split the money with her siblings, but he refused. He's squatting on her land with tigers.
Also, how the fuck you get tigers when you don't even own your own property? Like, isn't that something where you're like, most people don't even get a dog until they can get a backyard for it. You're like, I'm a renter and I would like tigers, please.
Yeah. She said no one wanted to take a chance because he's got all those tigers and dogs and he's just, So he's apparently crazy. It sounds like he's on meth. In order for Mitchell to get the tigers back, he would need to jump through a number of legal hoops, including signing their ownership to someone with the proper permits in Pahrump. That's right. There are proper permits. He just does not have them.
I'm curious what it would require to get these proper permits to own a tiger or two.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure most people in Pahrump don't have the means. 7 tigers seized. 7.
He also needs 7 emotional support tigers?
Yeah.
Wild and so sad.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, at least they didn't kill them, right? I feel like a lot of times when animals live with crazy humans, they have to be like put down. I never even know why. I feel like it's just bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they just don't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, what are we going to feed? The government's got to go and buy tiger food now? Yeah. Oh, Carl Mitchell is a popular, a well-known associate of Tiger King Joe Exotic. Didn't have the necessary permits and was even arrested for resisting an officer during the process. So he didn't even get arrested for the tigers. He got arrested for resisting an officer. And they are emotional support tigers. So
yeah, I mean, he does sound like he has a lot of emotional problems, but 7
tigers.
And also, come on, dude, there's an internet scam somewhere where you can get them service animaled. No one even recognizes emotional support animals. You need service tigers.
Here's my question, Carl. Have you tried a therapist?
He's like, you're the tigers.
Did we skip therapy completely? Did we, I'm having some problems at home. Oh, are you, Carl? What's your first step? Well, first I'm going to get a lion.
Yeah.
Actually, first he has dogs. He probably had dogs.
Yeah. It sounds like he still does. Which is kind of wild. Do the dogs play with the tigers?
Definitely. Let's be honest. Carl threw a few snakes in the mix. He's a snake guy.
Oh, something tells me he went a lot further. Like, something tells me he did like hyenas, like something weird.
I used to talk about this on stage, but growing up in Vegas, we had this swap meet, which is what we call
flea market.
A flea market, a swap meet. And there was
not my kind of flea market.
It was called the Fantastic Swap Meet. In the back left corner was this shitty, divey little booth, and this guy with a mullet owned it.
Of course he did.
And he sold exotic reptiles. And I was walking.
And shaved ice.
Yeah, and I was walking by, and he goes, "Hey, you need a Sumatran water monitor?" Like, no one needs a dragon, dude. True story. I looked it up. It's the second largest reptile under like a Komodo dragon.
Is it like poisonous?
It's not poisonous, but it gets to be massive. It's bigger than a dog. Like, it gets bigger than a dog.
You need like a room for that.
Yeah, you need like a habitat for that.
Also, do you ever like
at a swap meet, not at an animal store?
Do you ever go to like the fair and you win a goldfish? Do you ever have that experience?
And then you kill it on the car ride home?
I was gonna say it's a pain in the ass to even get a goldfish in a Ziploc. You just walk, you imagine you're like, you bought a knockoff Louis, just like some, I don't know, fucking boots, and now you have a water monitor.
I got a phone card to call my relatives.
Yeah.
I got a Zippo lighter.
You have some weird bag of peppers or some kind of creepy food you picked up.
Yeah. I got Pro Club t-shirts, and I got a Sumatran water monitor.
And then one of your fat kids is like, I want a funnel cake. And you're like, we got to get home. We got this fucking...
I got a goldfish. I got the biggest lizard you can get.
How big was it at the time?
A baby, but I don't...
Like a newt? Like a...
Nah, it was in like
Was it as big as our dog?
Probably, like in a little cage. It was like chameleon sized already.
These lizards are probably also being treated really poorly.
Oh, you think this guy is on the up and up? The guy who's operating his business at Fantastic Swap Meet?
So sad.
Yeah, it's pretty big. People like exotic animals, so...
Well, I hope those tigers got put somewhere for someone to profit off of in a kind way.
Yeah.
As they do. Okay, so this one's a real fun one. Adult Industry News has tips for buying a sex doll.
Okay.
And I thought that this would be really fun for us because, I mean, I've seen the closest thing I could ever say I've come to like the buying process of a sex doll is on Temu. Those like torso pussies they sell. They're like $9.99 and you can get like a big girl. Like they're so creepy.
A big rubber torso.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. It's some kind of, oh man, your dick will probably fall off. It's some kind of cheap plastic. You can form a whole human body and send it to America with the tariffs for $9. Don't put your dick in that.
I wouldn't trust any of the sex toys on Temu, but...
No, I don't think so.
Having handled a few.
Okay, here's tips for buying a sex doll. Now, these are like the customized kind.
Is this like a robot?
No, I don't think
you can customize them now?
Oh, yeah, these are like $20,000 sex dolls.
When are you moving out?
When you get whatever down payment you need for those. Honestly, you could just buy me those for half.
Yeah, but this one is perfect.
In what way?
It doesn't talk.
Oh, they talk. Oh, we'll get to that.
Are there different voice options?
Here's what they want you to know is important. Can you handle the weight? First, it's important to consider the doll's weight and what you can handle.
Don't worry about if I can. Worry about if your FedEx or your Amazon employee can handle the weight.
Dolls can weigh anywhere from 80 to 110 pounds.
Oh, my goodness. That's more than you.
So that one right there, that's kind of like a fuck torso. That's not like an intricate one. That's like a cheaper one. It weighs 18.5 pounds.
Oh, that's not bad.
Know your skin types. Silicone and TPE sex dolls offer distinct sensations.
Ooh.
Indulge in the lifelike realism of a silicone doll, so just like the tits, with meticulously crafted features that captivate the senses, or...
Ooh.
Explore the unparalleled flexibility and affordability. There's a Costco version right here of a TPE doll, boasting a remarkably realistic touch and the freedom to fulfill your deepest desires. They're like, yeah, shit all over it. It's $12.
It's just a pocket pussy and PVC pipes. Yeah, her legs go behind her head. Yeah. It's
Flexibility.
you gotta loosen a nut.
Or
And
you know those jelly things that come out of the 25-cent machine that you stick to the wall.
you loosen the lock washer on her hip, and you could just put her leg all the way back there.
Okay, well, speaking of flexibility is sexy. Depending on how much flexibility you want, yoga skeleton dolls are the best if you want to try out a variety of poses.
Ooh.
All right, let's not make this sound like it's fucking athletic.
What kind of poses?
You know, get your chakras aligned.
Oh, I want to do that.
I want to know what this yoga skeleton doll is.
Give me hey, my birthday's coming up.
Oh, God, congrats. I just found the #1 sex doll store.
Oh
my God, I have to watch a video. This is how guys shouldn't have this power. These women look ridiculous. Oh, that one does not weigh 110 pounds. That one's hot. She looks like Ski Barbie. These are for women.
They look perfect.
I still don't understand. What does this mean? Yoga skeleton.
There is a guy that loves his yoga. Does it have a platform that holds it up?
Yeah, it does.
There is a guy who thinks it's the best $145 ever spent. Or is that just for the stand?
No, I think that's not that much. Guys, you can come in this thing for four easy payments of $36.25.
If you hit up Klarna.
No, this one must be the sex one. It's Sezzle.
Sezzle.
It still gives me no information about like what that means to be a yoga skeleton.
Did these dolls get pregnant?
If you fuck them a third time a month,
why did that one look pregnant? Can you buy them pregnant?
Because some people are into that. God, too judgy. All right, sex dolls have evolved.
Pregnant yoga is on the top of my Pornhub searches.
Just put sister in there and you have made. Wait, sex dolls have evolved.
Pregnant goat yoga, and we're there.
Who's pregnant? You are the goat.
Oh, not me.
Sex dolls have evolved throughout the years. Gone are the days when they had to be inflated before you could use them.
Oh, good.
Now they've become more realistic, not just about how they look, but also how they move. Most sex dolls nowadays have a built-in sex doll skeleton, which is the backbone of the doll. Oh, yeah, that's the yoga. So you can you can pop their backs into.
So she's strong.
That's what women everywhere are fucking chanting, huh?
She looks,
I'm strong. I can bend my back on my own. You don't have to blow me up. I come pre-inflated, babe.
It does sound nice.
Okay, how tall is too tall?
Oh, God.
Make sure to check the doll's height. Some prefer tall dolls, but keep in mind the additional weight. Oh, yeah, the taller she gets, the heftier she gets.
Short guys just trying to lug her up the stairs.
Bring her down to the fucking dog wash once a month and hose her out.
Short king. He's all 5'4". He's like, Bianca. Oh, she's so heavy. Bianca's so heavy. Oh my God. Hey, Greg, can you help me get Bianca?
Grab her feet.
I got a 3rd story walk up and Bianca weighs 148 pounds. I wanted a thick one. Oh my God. I could never kidnap her. Oh.
That one's kind of honestly too big for your guy, Pedro, whoever you were talking about. Speaking of this, standing isn't always an included feature.
Standing isn't?
No, and this varies by the retailer. I always recommend going with the standing feature because it will provide you with an entirely new experience, even if you already own the doll.
Yeah, because you could stand her up at the stove and you could stand her up at the sink. You get the full girlfriend experience.
Well, you need the full yoga skeleton so you can stuff her in the dryer.
You can
stand her. Stuck.
You can stand her. You can lean her against things.
Okay, wait, how big is too big for tits?
Oh, no such thing.
And you get to pick. So gel breasts are the most lifelike sex doll breasts possible.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought? The feeling is the same as a real woman.
Ooh.
Hollow breasts are the softer, lighter, more realistic version. Solid breasts are harder and tighter. So if you want them to feel like 90s Pam Anderson, you go solid.
You do.
If you want them to feel natural, you go hollow.
How many do you think guys are ever going to take their sex doll into a plastic surgeon? Yo, can you just
change her nipples for $145 fucking dollars? I hope not. I hope they just buy a new one. You can pick her nipple size and her nipple color.
Whoa, that's like anime.
I know.
You can get like you can make her like.
They say gel breasts are the gold standard.
Oh, the gold standard of fake of sex toy breasts.
Gel breasts are a newer option that uses extremely soft TPE rather than air in the breast. So, well, I would imagine it's the gold standard if the other ones are made of fucking air.
So are there different nipple and different areola options?
Yeah.
You know how like sometimes you design something that's perfect and then you get it delivered in the mail and you go, I should have went
dark on that. Yeah. That's what I did with the green paint in our other room.
I was going to call my buddies to have them come over and check out my new sex doll, but I made her tits look real weird.
This is wild. Some dolls have removable vaginas.
Good. Easier to clean.
It really comes down to a matter of personal preference. Yeah. But there are pros and cons to think about. Users have complained about the removable vagina sometimes moving a bit during use. You can't fuck her too hard, which in my opinion results in feeling less secure than the non-removable option. On the other hand, the ability to remove the vagina makes cleanup easier.
I think anyone buying these dolls feels insecure enough as it is. I think with security is not.
No, baby, don't make me feel like you don't want me in there.
Why is her pussy coming loose?
It's getting hot in here. It says heating rods are, in my opinion, a must-have accessory.
Whoa, yeah, me too.
While heating rods are great, some dolls can heat their whole body.
Whoa.
Oh my God, these self-heating fuck dolls.
They just got a little USB in the butthole.
And you go to touch her arm and she doesn't feel like a corpse. She's like,
oh yeah, maybe I don't like that.
You want her to feel like a corpse?
I want it to feel cold, not like a corpse, but like a sex worker. Like I don't want to feel like she's interested in me.
You don't want her to be personal.
Yeah.
But you want her to have a Russian accent.
Yeah.
Yes or no you a lot.
Yeah.
Want to hear her? I know you don't, but quite a few sellers offer voice systems that provide auditory feedback. Oh God, you want feedback from your sex doll?
I had sex with my sex doll in the shower, and now her voice box is all muffled. Hi, Dave. Dave, your dick is so huge. Oh my God, Dave. The guy got to really. I had to take the batteries out of this thing. I can't finish. Oh, Dave.
You got to start putting tape over her mouth. You're like, oh, this feels like the real thing now.
Dave, can you program it to be like more supportive of you?
I don't know. Depends. Not on that $140 site. You can't.
Dave, you're doing good work back there, Dave.
Back there. I love that you was. Here's me in through the outdoor. Beyond vaginal sex, some also have options for oral and anal.
Whoa.
Some dolls come with or without a tongue. Some don't even come with a fucking head, let alone a tongue, but okay. And not all models standardly include the anal option. Oh, that's an upgrade. Can I get the seat warmer in the anal, please?
Yeah. Can I get some warming rods in her anus? It's just really,
Okay, if you check out the description for the Monica sex doll, whoever that is, you see that she's 5 feet tall and weighs 70 pounds. I mean, that's if we thought Barbie had unhealthy beauty standards. Jesus.
I mean, you could fit her in your van. You could put her in the trunk and take her home.
That's great to know and all, but what you really want to scroll down to is the anal depth, which in her case is almost 7 inches.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess honestly, an anal fuck doll would make more sense than a pussy fuck doll. Most women's pussies aren't that sensitive at this point, but most women will never let you put their full dick in their asshole.
Well, there you go.
You heard it here first, folks. Here, if you want to know, if you really want to keep things fun, you can order multiple heads.
Yes. Can you put them on her at the same time?
I have passed away. No, you can swap them out.
No, I'm going to put 3 on her. What's a 3-headed human being in your closet? Oh, that's my sex doll.
Oh, God. For more subtle change, you can also consider extra eyes. And with a quick makeup change, you've created a whole new doll. Well, there's nothing that makes you want to fuck someone more than just than putting on her makeup.
I got to fix her mascara again.
Buying new wigs and clothes for your doll can be exciting. I mean, this is just a way for boys to have American Girl dolls.
Ever since
now you're just taking her out. Now you're just taking her out shopping. You guys haven't fucked in 6 months. It's just
ever since the air conditioner went out, her mascara really runs after a long session. So I got to just fix her up real quick.
It says always clean your sex doll. This is the only rule when it comes to sex dolls. There ain't many rules around here when it comes to your sex doll, but when there is rules.
There's 2 rules of Fight Club, but there's only 1 rule of sex doll, okay?
You clean out her pussy. They must be properly cleaned after each use. You also need to do periodic maintenance to prolong the lifespan of your new partner.
Do you think they have descalers like the way Keurigs do?
You better believe it's a clickable link, and I'm going to find out what proper maintenance is. Oh, God.
Hey, Jed, we're doing happy hour after work this week. Do you want to go? I got to go home. The descaler's been sitting in Bianca for about 12 hours now, and I just really got to...
If she gets moldy, I'll have to use the other pussy with the ribs in it.
I got her tongue and her removable anus cap sitting in the crock pot with a vat of bleach that's just been sizzling up there for a while.
Here, do you want to hear what cleaning materials you should use for regular maintenance of your sex doll?
Just because I understand upsells, I'm assuming they only recommend microfiber.
Oh, well, here's what you need to properly give your sex doll a good cleaning every 2 to 4 weeks. This is how you spring clean her.
I don't even wash my dog that much.
Baby, your son tells me your sex doll would be real moldy.
Yeah.
Antibacterial soap, water, baby powder, a light sponge, a second sponge cut up into small swabs, a non-abrasive drying cloth, medical pincers,
a shovel, a rope, a garbage bag,
and strong paper towels. Oh, God, remember that each doll comes delivered with a small cleaning kit, including a vaginal irrigator. You gotta fucking run a hose through this bitch after you're done with her.
These things have their periods too, huh?
Yeah, basically. How do I clean my doll's body? What have you done to your... She got real dirty.
She's all sticky.
She was playing outside with the kids.
She's covered in honey. Alrighty, I think we've explored the article. Deeper reading for deeper needings, you know
anyway,
what I mean?
I think everyone needs to know this. I think it's important these girls be treated fairly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The fucking headless horsewoman out here is just getting fucked and left with coming her.
There's probably like some guy out there who's got like just a collection of them, and his wife's like, he doesn't let her drive, you know, like the way some men won't let their wife drive their truck.
Yeah.
He's like, babe, you can't go. Do not comb. That's Vivian's hair. Do not comb Vivian's hair. Marsha, leave Vivian alone. God, you're
she's
so
got
jealous.
An appointment next week.
You're so jealous. Yes, she's perky, but she's dumb. Leave her alone. Don't be. That's like sister wives. Somebody should make a sister wives of just sex dolls.
Oh my! Well, I was gonna say, you think the wives go in and like torture the sex dolls in the middle of the night? Like he comes in the next day to fuck her, and she's got a needle through her eye.
Soon they're gonna be like Furbies. They're just gonna start talking to each other.
Yeah, and they're gonna take over the world.
And they're gonna sync up their periods. And
can you imagine just a bunch of like AI porn star looking sex dolls run the world? That would actually be a really fun like comic book.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Kim Kardashian is about there.
I know.
She's about 90%
Chloe, too, now.
She's about 90% robot, 90% fuck doll, and I think she's 90% politician at this point, too. So,
well,
tucked away in the quiet landscape of rural Victoria, Australia, a group of women arrive at a gorgeous mansion. It's not The Bachelor, and it's not a luxurious girls' trip. It's to tune in to their bodies, their desire, and explicitly their vaginas.
Ooh.
Jordan Ezra's $6,500 queer-only gathering confronts years of shame,
here we go,
internalized fear, and disconnection from their own bodies. The portal to healing, their pussies. Spoken about openly, lovingly, and often.
This is the problem. This is why they're so confident
Ezra
out there.
has created a space that's intentionally not for everyone. Her retreats are exclusive. Says no cis men. So pretty much you could do it. I'm not allowed to do it.
Oh, they want me to do it.
Yeah. But apart from that, that's not the fun part of this.
Okay.
A big part of that work, she explains, involves unlearning compulsory heterosexuality, or comp het, as it's known in her circles. It's the idea that there's a quiet societal force that teaches women to center male desire, even when it doesn't feel right. I bet these women have horrific armpit hair. See what I did there? Anyway.
I bet they do, honestly. I wouldn't want to be in a yurt with one of them.
The retreat combines sensual body work, one-on-one coaching, and group workshops designed to dismantle years of disconnection. For some, that starts with naming their genitals without shame. Ooh.
I mean, obviously, I don't think you need a workshop for that.
For others, it's simply being in a room where the word pussy is said frequently.
Well, then you know what? I like this retreat, and I'm sending every audience member there.
Unapologetically and without a hint of irony. At the start, all I wanted to do was shut my legs, one participant said, but by the end, I felt really open.
Wait, why were her legs open in the first place?
Because
you don't have to open your legs to say pussy. See, it feels like some culty shit.
Well, I'll tell you this. If you're not ready for the full retreat, all $6,500 of it, Ezra offers an online masterclass titled How to Eat Pussy Like a Pro. So
I don't think that's for me.
But if you want to go and get in touch with your...
Although I would honestly love to sit in on this class and like...
Just watch.
Yeah, see how it happens.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in sitting in on a dick sucking class?
Yeah.
Not for your own fucking throat muscles to see like...
Well, I'd record it for you, but yeah. I'd be the asshole in the back of the class like, excuse me, I don't want to... Listen, your teacher, she really knows a lot. She's doing good work up there. But guys don't want that, okay?
Well, remember
Ignore that
scene in Old School when Andy Dick? Yeah, that's a great scene.
Yeah.
That's a really good scene.
He tried to teach me a one-on-one once, so...
it was time for your exam.
Yeah, and I failed.
What's that called when you get a test, like an aptitude test?
Yeah.
Where you see where you're at with it.
Uh-huh.
He was like, all right, we're going to warm up with an aptitude test.
You're on bottom first, and we'll get to my portion in a second. Ugh. Anyway.
Wild. I think that retreat seems creepy. $6,500 seems predatory, and I think that the price is the least predatory thing about it. And I have to open my legs.
I mean, that's kind of the thing with a lot of these like spaces is they're kind of... It is kind of creepy. That's like if a man was like, listen, I'm having a pussy retreat. Don't bring your husbands.
Yeah.
Like she is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's creepy. I mean,
she does like pussy.
The thing is, I had to learn to start treating lesbians the same way that I treat men, like out in the wild. It's like this person wants to fuck you.
You gotta watch your drink, yeah.
Well, yeah, like This
is not a genuine interaction.
Yeah, the interactions are jaded by your pussy. Mm-hmm. It's like a negative a lot of times for us. Like, if I don't want to fuck you, it sucks because it's like everything you're doing is being guided by something you're never going to have. You know what I mean? And it's like, just be a real person.
Ezra seems like she says, this is my star pupil a lot. Yeah. That was my star little pupil.
It's probably like somewhere there's no cell service.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is my star vulva, my
fucking
class.
Lesbian White Lotus over here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Alrighty. Well.
Good for them. I hope they're all in touch with their pussies, but.
Think about it. There's probably some good's gonna come from it. There's probably some like woman who's in a terrible situation in the Midwest somewhere. Mm-hmm. She's been shamed her whole life for how weird her labia is, you know.
Okay, so she feels bad about it.
And she's here, and she's like, I am not going to be told by any more members of the Hell's Angels that I have a weird labia.
And then someone stands up and they're like, quit showing the Hell's Angels your labia.
I'm not going to be told by one more man on a Harley Davidson that my labia is weird.
I mean, I agree
and
with
she
the message.
Finds a community of similarly weird labias. Yeah, similarly weird labias. And they build a bond off their weird labias. And it's a beautiful thing. This is pretty much, honestly, this is how Andrew Tate got started, probably.
The other thing is, I don't know who's telling women that they have weird pussy. Like, I understand societally, like when you watch porn or whatever, it's the same as like Victoria's Secret models. They have one body type. I imagine you see like super beautiful pussies in like porn and stuff. But it's like, I don't think a man has ever looked at a pussy in real life and been like, that... None of that. Right?
No.
So it's like, who's shaming these women anyway?
Of all of our senses, sight is the last one that discourages us from a vagina. The yada yada might get to us. The smell might get to us. Maybe the touch. Maybe it doesn't feel great.
Doesn't feel like home in there.
What's my final scent?
Hear, touch. Wait, see, hear, smell.
Oh, the taste? The taste
has got to be the big one.
How
do you decide if you're going back to a restaurant?
Hopefully you know before you get there.
Listen, you might love the vibe. It might have a cute patio, easy parking. But if it has fucking that stringy vegan cheese coming out of anything on it, you can't go back.
Yep. Nix on Beverly. Anyway.
That's mean. That garden, that patio, the vibe.
The vibe. All right,
See
guys.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.